Thank you for joining me. This is Gray, going through the book of Psalms. We're in chapter 70 today, and we're looking at a Psalm of David. The title says, for the director of music. We don't know who that is. Some scholars suggest that it is God. It could be. He created music. And the rest of the title says, of David, petition. So it is a petition of David to God to save him. Verse 1 says, hasten, O God, to save me. Come quickly, Lord, to help me. You can tell that this brother is desperate for God's help. He really needs God's help at that point in time. I'm reading this and I'm thinking, when I pray to God, when I need for God to come and help me, do I have that level of desperation? Or, and hear me out, or is it that we pray because we want to tick a box to say that we have done this, but at the same time we go on and start looking at alternatives on how we can solve that problem. And because we feel that we have alternatives, we're not, to be honest, we're not desperate for God to come in and help us. David here doesn't have plan B. He doesn't have any other alternative. He knows that his help is God and God alone. And because of that, he comes in really desperate. And you can see how he's crying out. Verse 5 says, as for me, I am poor and needy. David was a king. He didn't need anything. He didn't lack anything. But he wanted God's presence. And because he felt that he didn't have God's hand in his life at that point in time, he was poor and needy. It shows just how desperate David was. And for me, that just challenges me, especially when I come to God in prayer. Am I desperate enough to show God that, not to show God, I mean, God knows and sees it all, but am I desperate enough to cry out to God at that level, or I just do it per functionary, taking a box knowing that I really don't care much about that problem, or I've got another alternative. So God, I'm just doing this because I am a Christian and I'm supposed to come to you with this. Let's sit and think on that and just mull over it. What the rest of the chapter does is verse 2, David is crying out to God and just asking God to turn back his enemies and put shame on them. But verse 4 says that everyone that seeks you, Lord, may rejoice and be glad in you. So everyone that seeks God will rejoice and be glad in him, because God will answer their prayers. May those who long for your saving help always say the Lord is great. I pray that you are one of those people that you will say the Lord is great, because you'll see God's hand in your life. God bless you.